Morning, friends. Teresa from Star Stylist Homestead. Wow, 3 this week. I am actually making kolache, whatever. I got it from Pinball, the idea to make the cookies. I'm not using his recipe. I found a lady that was from Czechoslovakia, and I'm going to use her recipe. And if I can re-find her, I will post it below and give her the credit. So I have 4 cups of flour in here. I'm going to put a pinch of salt. Let's put you down here. So my salt's in my flour. And we're going to put this over here, because that's all we need in there right now. I have my milk, which is 1 cup of milk. I want in there 1 teaspoon of honey. That's about right. I have 5 teaspoons of yeast. I'll put that in there. And then we're just going to set this aside. I know my yeast is good, but I'm going to set it aside for now, and I'll go on with this video. I have in here 7 tablespoons of sugar. I have 4 tablespoons of melted butter, and I'm going to need another 4 tablespoons later. I have my cream cheese out, and it's gonna come to room temperature. I have my eggs. I have extra because I'm making something else also. I need 2 eggs, 2 egg yolks, and 1 egg at room temperature. And then my vanilla. And that's all I'm gonna need. So I'm gonna let this yeast start blooming. And I'm going to get my eggs opened up. Might as well do that now, huh? Let's see, I need 2 egg yolks. So, I did that backwards. That's all right. I'm going to make some more of my frosting this week. So, I'll just save my egg yolks. Ooh, there's a lot of whites in that one. Okay, there's my 2 egg yolks. I'm going to add, ooh, not in there. Let's set that aside. We need it in our butter. So, oil, we need 4 tablespoons. It doesn't say what kind. I'm going to use my extra virgin. There's my 4 tablespoons. Just mix that up and set it aside. Okay, now it wants me to mix my egg yolks with my egg and my vanilla extract. So let's open this other egg with the egg white, because we wanted the full one, and vanilla extract. We need half a teaspoon or so, because that was just a little bit more. And it said to blend these and set it aside. All right, my yeast is blooming nice. I don't know if you can see that. So I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to make the well in my flour. I'm going to pour this yeast right in there. You want your milk warm, not hot, because you know it'll kill your yeast if it's too hot. Obviously, wasn't too hot because it didn't kill that yeast. Okay, there's that. And then we want our butter and oil mixture. I'm just going to be pouring it all in here. And then our egg mixture. Well, this is easy enough, huh, friends? And then our sugar. Put this on here. Put our hook attachment on. And we're going to get this going. And like any bread, we're looking for a nice cohesive dough. I believe it's going to be a little tacky at first. Let's see. Yeah, just a little bit, and then we're going to take it out and we're going to put it on a floured counter top, and we're going to knead it, and then we're going to let it rise. So let me just show you what we got going here for now. I really need to move this to another spot, but it's convenient. Alright, so you see, I'm going to push the sides down a couple times. You don't need to be watching that paint dry. Just to get all that flour in there. And we're going to let this go for like 6 or 7 minutes. Ah! Here's my flour mess. Turn that down just a little bit so that gets all mixed in. And let me just show you, it's coming together nicely. So now I'm just going to shut you off, let that go, and I'll be back when that's done. One other thing, friends, after about 2 minutes, we want to put the other 4 tablespoons of softened butter in there, not melted, just softened. There we go. Now we're going to let it go for a few minutes, about 5 more minutes, until it starts coming away from the side. And I'll bring you back to that. Alright friends, this has been about 5 or 6 minutes. You see how it's coming away from the sides? I actually had to add another tablespoon or so of flour to it. So if you do, it's okay too. Now it's perfect. It's coming away from the side. Yep, and that's done. So let's bring you over here. I have my counter ready with the flour. See, it's just a little tacky, but comes off. Oh, let me bring you here. Take it out of the pan. Now, I am actually making this for dinner and dessert because it's only 3 of us. So we're just going to knead this for a few till we can get it into a nice ball. And you don't have to do a lot if you're using the mixer because I just kneaded it in my mixer. Okay. And there we have it. Now, I'm just going to take my oil, put it in the bowl. I'm going to drop this in my bowl upside down, spin it, and then turn my dough and spin it again. And there we have it. Okay, now I'm going to cover this with a towel. And I have my cassoulet. I'm going to shut that off. I heat that up because it's chilly out today. I shut it off. I let it cool down just a little bit. And I put that in there. And usually in an hour it's done. Now, I'm actually leaving the house, so it's going to be a couple hours. So this might be all blown up. I'm going to wait a minute for that to cool down, and then it's going in there. And when this is all done, I'll be back. Alrighty, I am back 2.5 hours later. So I definitely have a rise out of that. So this is what we're going to do. Flour my workspace. Drop that out. I have my thing here. I'm going to cut this in half and set one aside. Okay. I have my insides over here cooking right now. They're done. So I'm just going to shut these off. These are going in half of it. This is our dinner tonight. So we'll shut that off and cook that right off. And the other ones are going to be dessert. So we're just going to knead this a couple times. And that's all. Now, you don't want to knead this dough too much. Said about 1/4 of an inch. That might be a little thinner than normal, but that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to cut it for those first. Okay. I have my pan right here. I'm just going to lay them on my pan for now. This is like a 2.5 inch. I'm using the bigger one because I'm putting the food in these. Okay, we're going to put some of this right in there. Yeah, I think I will make those extra ones. And add some cheese in there. And then we're going to pull these up and close them. And what I'm going to do is make it round. Like that. Pinch it closed at the bottom. Just like that. So, I'm going to do the rest of these. I'll do one more. Let me see. Might be easier. Guess these didn't have to be that thick because of the way I'm doing them, but I just have sausage, onions, and cheese here. This is that sausage I got on sale for half price last week. It was an awesome sale. Okay, pull it up, each side, pinch it, try to keep that cheese inside. Okay, I'm gonna pinch the bottom. Yeah, I think I am gonna use them because these are kind of small. And we're gonna let these rise again for 20 minutes. So I'm gonna finish filling those and I'll be back for the next ones. Alrighty, those are done. Now I have an egg wash. I'm gonna egg wash the whole top and then I'm gonna let them sit for about another 20 minutes. I'm just gonna put saran wrap over the top. And then we're going to get on to the next ones. All right, I'm just going to add this extra piece in with this dough. Knead it just a couple times. These I'm going to leave a little thicker because I don't need to close these. So, yeah, I think I'm going to make them. Nah, I'm not either. Where'd my other one go? This one. Oh, I don't know. Those are pretty big, my friends. Ah, what the heck. I might even have that a little thick, but let me make all these and I'll be right back. Alrighty, friends, those are done. Now I'm gonna take this handy dandy tool and just squeeze down in the bottom, right down to the bottom on each one of them. Okay, and we're gonna let those rise. Actually, I'm going to put my egg wash on these, let these rise, and then I'm going to fill those middles. Before I do the other ones, these have been a few. So I'm going to take that off and put this over these and cover them. And by the time these are done, I'm just going to do my egg wash again. And I think these will take about 20 minutes. I hope they're good because they look good. They're going in the oven now. All right, friends, this middle is 8 ounces of cream cheese softened, a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, 1 egg yolk, and a teaspoon of vanilla. And I just beat it up in my, I just beat it up in my, with my blender just now. And as soon as these are ready, I'm going to fill them. All right, friends, I have my, is it blackberry? Blackberry jam. I am going to put that right in the middle of half of these. And this is my jam that I made at the end of last year. All right, friends, I did this butt backwards. I wanted to put this on first. I'm just going to put this right over my jelly. And I decided to do this whole tray, my blackberry. Check those out, friends. Don't those look delicious? This one broke open because it was so thin on the top, kind of like these, but look at the bottoms. And those were about 15 minutes. Yummy. Now I'm going to fill these. I'm going to do grape and strawberry. I'm putting this on first, and then I'm going to put the jams on top of that. And when they're done, I'll be back. Now that you... I have the right to change my mind. It was so much easier putting it on the bottom and then this on top than that. Getting that jelly on top of that. So I just changed them and did that. And let me tell you, these look amazing in there. They're really puffed up. So I'll bring you back when I'm all done. All right, friends, I just cut it open. Look at that. Doesn't that look yummy? Let me see. Yum. And the bread is done perfect. Now for the taste test. I am using ketchup and mustard, that's all. Wow, that dough is good. Let me try it without the ketchup and mustard. That dough is yummy. Let me take these out so you can see these. Check this out. My first batch is coming out. Look at those. Yeah. I want to put these in. These took 18 minutes for these. I had to add 3 more minutes to these. Look amazing. Look at those. And they smell delicious. The last thing, because it's not a sweet dough, because there's only what, 1 cup or 3/4 cup of sugar in the whole thing. We are doing this with our powdered sugar. We're going to sprinkle it right over the top of them, give it a little bit more sweetness. A little extra sweetness with that jam. And there we have them. Beauteous. I cannot wait to try that one. Should I try it while it's hot? No. I'm going to eat my dinner first, and I'm going to let those cool off, and I'll be back for the taste test for those. Alrighty, friends. So, it actually worked out better. I'm glad I didn't do that, because look at the mess with the jelly on top of the cheese. And look at how nice and clean those are. So these will be the first ones eaten. But these came out amazing. And all right, friends, I want to go sit down and relax for the rest of the night. Those just came out of the oven. I said, oh, let me use these. Actually, I want one with more jelly. Let me use these as my taste test because they're all nice and cool. Those are a must make. Those are so good. And you can freeze these. Let them completely cool, which I'm going to do, wrap them individually, you know, because you got all that cheese up there. Yeah, the bread's all done. It's the juice from the, I thought maybe my bread wasn't done, but it's the juice from the jelly. These are so good. And the powdered sugar with the jelly adds just enough sweetness to this to make it the dessert. Would I make them again? Absolutely. Especially the dinner things. The stuffed ones. I think next time, instead of making them so small, I'll roll it out and put another on top of it and make them just a little bit bigger. It'd be quicker too, I think. Or just cut out squares and do it like that. This is really good. And I just told my sister about it, and I said, you know what? I'm going to try this with my pizza because it's that good. This dough. And that made a lot. 3 pans of this. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 24 of these. And what did I have? 8 of the other things. Amazing. Try them. It's really good. The recipe's super easy. The worst part is waiting for it to rise. And mine rose for 2.5 hours because I went out today. Anyway, like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to go enjoy this. Maybe 2. You'll see me again soon, guys. I don't know what I'm going to do or when I'm going to do it, but you'll see me. Ciao for now.